We got the Hallowfell. We got the Hallowfell last night. And a little bit of a bonus of us. We got 96 strength at the same time, which is hilarious. Looks like there's a poll out now to see if people want the jeweler's chisel buffed, and you know what, I usually don't vote on things, but let's go ahead and do that. So it'll cut bolt tips from gems at 2 ticks instead of 5, and a 1 in 10 chance to cut 2 gems into bolt tips at once. Well, honestly, I wouldn't mind it just being this here, so yeah, if this passes, I'll totally go for it. It'll give me a reason to grind that chisel out, so well, I do believe I have a super special task that I actually saved just for the Hallowfell. Yes. Oh yeah. That's even better than I thought. I actually thought it was Dust Devils, but this is what we want right here. So like, you better believe I'm putting bracelets of slaughter on. And let's see how we look in our Slayer helm here with the Hallowfell. Not too bad. So I think we're gonna want dragon hide, and you know, we might as well put the prayer bonus dragon hide on. I grinded this out from Huey. Took quite a while, but to me, I call these the pajama bottoms. Oh yeah. Gives a real nice bonus to prayer. Plus 2. Yes, plus 2 prayer. So the cool thing about these custodian stalkers, and kind of the whole reason I got this Hallowfell, is because they are weak to slash. So we're gonna go and see how this weapon here, this multi-hitting weapon, performs. It's supposed to hit three stalkers, in this case at once. So we'll see how that works out, and of course we'll bring the chally, which will be perfect because then we won't. The chally's a 2-hander as well, so we don't have to do like a 2-way switch back, which sounds good to me. Oh, I did want to see if I could tank. Yeah, I did want to see if I could tank. Well, that changes things, but you know, for now I think we'll just I I keep forgetting I have this potion store. So I think for now we'll just rock prayer potions and we'll just do it. Pray overhead. Protect from melee. And then maybe next time we can see if we can get away with using like tank armor. And no prayer pots, but you know, like I would try it now, but I don't know what tank armor would be best right now, so I'll do research on that later. I think we'll want an herb pouch. And well, let's just go head over to Auburn Valley then our run will restore while we're at the bank finishing out our loadout. I haven't even messed around with the like the Veiled Totems minigame deal that they added, but I'm definitely gonna be doing that soon because these custodian stalkers drop like their antlers, broken antlers, so that's a component used in creating more of them atlatl darts. And the Veiled Totems gives you the arrowheads for it, I guess. I guess we're gonna want combat potions. Oh, you know what? Thanks to the Mad Angel grind, we won't have to bring one of each. We can save some inventory spots by using all these super combats she dropped us, so I'm not mad at that. Let's head there. Yeah, you see, since these custodian stalkers are weak to slash, you might as well get a max hit out of using the strength XP one as opposed to the attack XP one, because we should be able to hit fairly accurately, well, extremely accurately, because I do believe their slash defense is like in the negatives or something, so oh, I am so excited to use this thing for the first time. So it looks like someone's set up here. Speaking of setup, let's put our protect melee on and we'll hop worlds and see if we get a free one open. Nice. Well, that'll work. We'll definitely want auto retaliate on. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that makes me happy. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is just get... Ideally, I'd like another one over here, but like, preferably you want just one of these guys hitting you at once. Because they do have like a chance to cause you to bleed. So like, if all these things are hitting me, like I'll have more of a chance to bleed, you know? Oh, I like it. Well, let's just, you know, dump our jelly spec. Alright, here we go. I probably want to lower the volume here. Let's see. Maybe that'll be better, I don't know. Oh, this is great. Well, you know, yeah, there's like, the cannon really helps to, aggro the stuff. But it would be nice if we could get like a double ball spot or something at least. Oops. Yeah, we want to be flicking piety probably. 224 strength XP slap. 132. 116. And this is a pretty fast weapon, all things considered. So we're going for that antler guard, you know. We'll try to get the best setup we can here. We might just go over there for the Jolly, I don't know. Well, let's pot up. How about that? Oops. Oh, there we go. This is a good spot here we're in. Hit 3, but we're only getting hit by 1. And then our cannon's hitting 3 of them, so that's pretty good. Yeah, this is the situation we want to be in. Then of course we're looking for the imbued heart too, as well as that antler guard, but let's be honest, you know, we'll probably really... Oh, I forgot my my bone crusher, but that's fine, I guess. We might even have to come back anyway, so Wait a minute. Well, this is kind of a smaller custodian stalker task. 115, but I think I can't remember what the modifier is. It's definitely not added monsters to the task, but it could be the increased Slayer superior spawn chance, or not spawn, but rare drop table thing. But if I remember right, it might only be like just a 100% increase instead of a 300%. Which, if I did the math right, it's pretty minimal, but hey, it's something, you know. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that. We can hit one tile this way too. I thought it was just laterally. Oh yeah, these big bones are like cluttering up the place, aren't they? Well, I guess we'll just stay on the... Well, these guys... Oh, okay, I was doing it too fast. There we go. Put the piety on. That was a 500 XP drop there. 272. Well, let's get out of here. Oh, here we go. This is good. Oh, yeah. That was a 308. So, like, this really is kind of on par with the Jolly spec. This, in terms of DPS, like, this thing's swinging, I think, a couple ticks faster than the Jolly. And it doesn't require spec energy. But I mean, the Jolly can hit real high though. Like I think one time when I was here, I seen like a 1000 strength XP drop. Well, I think we're gonna want to pick these sharks up. Oh, we got more. cars. So that's kind of nuts. And I mean, like, this isn't, we're not talking about like the Chicago World Fair or, you know, like some real popular thing. This is just like out in the middle of nowhere, like. So cool thing is they're still doing like demolition derbies. So I'm big into that. You know, they said eventually demo derbies might very well become a thing of the past, because as time progresses, you know, these newer cars that are coming out that'll eventually be old in the future and would be used for demo derbies. These modern cars, they have a lot of safety, like a lot of safety measures in terms of the computer, the electronics in it. So like with demo derby cars, you have to you know, do some modifications to the car before you take it in the demo derby. And like a lot of these modern cars, if you try doing the modifications you need to do, like the car will sense something's wrong and just won't even let you turn on the car, you know, and to protect the car from being damaged, probably. Like a big thing you have to have with demolition derbies, you absolutely have to have it, otherwise it would completely just destroy the fun. Is you have to have straight piped vehicles, like with no exhaust on them, and it's very possible that these newer cars will sense that like, you know, there's like something called an O2 sensor that it goes in the exhaust. I think it goes in after the catalytic converter. But like if you just take off the whole exhaust system, the car might notice something's up and just not run or something. I'm trying to think of other modifications. Oh, taking the freaking airbags, all the airbags out. I don't think the car would like that. No, sir. Oh, this is probably the biggest thing, is when the car senses it's overheated, it'll shut off, probably to protect the engine so the engine don't seize. But that's what you want in a demo derby. You want the cars to freaking run their last breath, you know. You want to push the limits of what the cars are capable of. So like, it's real common to have a puncture a radiator, you know, like when you're smashing each other's cars together. And that would put one of these modern cars out of the race real quick, because it would probably actually sense low radiator fluid first and then just turn the car off. Wouldn't let you start it back up. And then it definitely wouldn't let you run it with the radiator being overheated. engine being overheated because of no radiator fluid. But like, it's surprising how long cars will last without, an active radiator cooling the engine. And that's what you want. You want these cars to just beat the crap out of each other, not, be done in one hit type of thing. You want to put on a show. Well, this is going pretty good, I would have to say. This is much more chill and inexpensive than barraging. Oh, now we're not hitting this one. Oh, we're hitting 2 here. I don't get what that's all about. Well, let's go ahead and pot up. We're at 58. I'll have to try to keep an eye on the loot on the ground more. I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. It's just so cluttered with these big bones, I don't feel like reading all this. I think it's Jolly time. And then this guy comes over. Okay, and then we hit the Jolly spec. 640 XP drop. 208. 200 off piety. Well, shoot, I could just stay here, but I'll take a lot of damage and I have to run to go fill up the cannon anyway. So I guess we might as well just not take so much damage. Let's try it. There. Sweet. I'm liking this. Yeah, I don't quite understand, like, how to get him over there just like I did, because he was, like, beating the crap out of me from the side, but then I just stepped back and now he's there, so I don't know. Let's go fill that up and grab these sharks here. Shoot, we might be able to stay here. This whole task. I wasn't really planning on it, but if it keeps dropping the sharks, man, chance. There we go. Nice. Is my max hit on a creature I'm not targeting, and I think and my max hit's 45, so that must be like a 22.5 or something. We ought to try tank gear next time. And maybe even like grab some of them bleed potions. Well shoot, if we had bleed potions maybe we wouldn't even need tank gear. Maybe we could just use our max DPS gear. Some cannonballs. You know, I was thinking last night, man, I could use a rupture. And the thing looks awesome too. But that's a Maggot King grind right there. I don't know if I want to go for the Kiston though. Like I wouldn't. It would be really cool to have, but the only thing I don't like about it is you're just supposed to use it as a spec weapon, and I'd rather have the thing. I'd rather be able to put some good DPS down, you know, without using the spec, so that I can have the thing out more, because I like the looks of it, man, but if I'm only gonna pull it out for 2 seconds. Like the DDS on the other hand is another story, because like it actually takes a while to dump those specs, you know, and it's a simple looking weapon, so I mean you don't have to spend. It's not like a piece of art where you're spending a lot of time looking at all the details of it. But the Kiston, on the other hand, like that's a really beautiful weapon. If I'm not mistaken, and I probably am, I think the Kiston hits like a 20 or something really crappy like that, just with its standard attack. But of course its special attack is what it's designed for. That hits real high, but it still don't hit as high as a Void Waker. But that does hit. If you're attacking a target that's weak to crush, it will out DPS a Void Waker, I guess. And it might even be a tick faster too. I don't know. That's just what I heard, is it'll slightly out DPS a Void Waker against enemies weak to crush. I'm like a big fan that they changed the Inquisitor armor so that you don't have to wear the whole set to get the crush damage bonus. I'm a super big fan of that because I think the helmet, the Inquisitor Great Helm, I think it's called, that thing just looks freaking sweet. And if I happen to get that, just that item on my nightmare grind, I would be ecstatic, because man, now you can get the crush damage bonus without having to wield the whole set at once. You get it per each item. So it's very possible I could get away with wearing the Inquisitor helm instead of the face guard, so that I, have an excuse to wear that cool thing. Let's pick up some of this stuff here. Sharks. Coins. More sharks. Well, let's go do our chally now. Yeah, Theater of Blood's really the only raid that interests me, to be completely honest. Seems to have the most rewards that I'd actually be into. The only stuff I wouldn't really care for too much is the Justiciar set. I don't think it looks that cool, really, and the Barrow's tank gear is pretty good, and I wouldn't want to wear full Justiciar. I don't like wearing full sets. I like doing stuff where I'm mix matched, get a little something from here and there, Let's pot up here in a second. You might know this, but it's good to pot up right at a buff change. So that's why I have this indicator there. So that, if I potted right now, it'd be horrible because my stats would drain instantly back. Instead of 18, 18, 19, it'd be 17, 17, 18 right away. So we wanna pot up at 59 so that we get the most out of our potions. I got a lot of steel cannonballs from the Mad Angel grind, and this isn't too bad of a setup here. We're about gonna need to switch our bracelet. What if I go to diagonal? Oh, that worked. So if I go I go north, southwest. Maybe that's how we do it. This guy safe spotted, but this guy might aggro on us. works in this game. Like, you have to... It depends on, like, what cardinal direction. Like, it's like either east or west that only some safe spots work, and like, and noticeably, like in the fight caves and in the inferno, like he's gonna come right here. So what if I go diagonal like this? That's horrible. Alright, let's try going diagonal up here again. Like this. It worked. Yes. And then maybe like, so this guy spawns here, but maybe since we have this big wall of mobs, maybe the cannon won't aggro him until he's like over here or something. I drunk that at the wrong time. Can I just keep scooting over? Oh dang. Let's get the jolly going. $836, $488, $728, and $80 for the Hallowfell. $176, $76, $24. Well, we're not getting good RNG here, are we? Man. 228, that's better. Try going here. What if I go here? Alright. But now the cannon's out of balls. Put our new slaughter bracelet on that I probably was forgetting for quite some time there. Oh, this is great. I'm glad I got this, because now we don't need blood runes. We don't need blood runes. I've never really messed around with flicking an overhead. Just piety is really all I've done, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. I think I am. I mean, I'm like doing it right on the tick that it hits me. Well, I think I got hit by melee there, so I'm probably not doing it right. Shark. There's a signet. That's good to see. That's not what I wanted. Let's try over here. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we're only hitting one guy though. Yeah, we ought to try tank gear and possibly those anti-bleed potions. And then shoot, we could just stand right here and have to move this cannon to a better spot. You know? That's not ideal. Let's try here. That's not ideal either. What if I go here? Oh, I forgot. I have the granite dust for the cannonballs. Like, these things have pretty high health, so I think that would work pretty good for these. Or maybe we just want to use them for tasks that really suck. Like that we want to get over real fast. Go diagonal. Auto retaliate kind of messes up moving around. Like, I might want to go grab these sharks, but my auto retaliate might say, no, you're not. We're gonna swing. Maybe I can go here. Oh, perfect. Swing once so I have time to put on my jolly stuff. Pretty good. $292. 64. 176. 196. 200. 348. 304. Okay, well, we're gonna want to get like out of that mess. Oh, that's weird. Look, we're hitting 3 guys when we're attacking him, but when we're attacking him, I think we're just hitting... Oh. Well, I guess I was wrong. I think we want to be over There's even death runes. I forgot my dang bone crusher. Cannonballs. More cannonballs. And we go to this tile. And we hit 2 or 3. See, before we were hitting this guy. I don't get it. Must have been a bug, because I'm pretty sure we're only supposed to be able to hit like this. It's like a game of chess, man. Oh man, I'm taking some damage. Drop me some sharks, please. I mean, if we're hitting 2, that's still something. Let's try going over here. Yeah, so diagonal this way seems to safe spot okay. About to run out of freaking I might not bother with the Jally, because that makes me take a lot of damage here, and we're out of prayer now, so we're gonna try tanking and seeing how that goes. Probably not too good. Go over here, then go over here. Over here. Over here. Okay, I guess not. There we go. Well, yeah, we're gonna want to try the tank here. Believe it or not, I think we might be able to get the same amount of DPS that we're getting here with tank gear, because we'll actually be hitting multiple people all the time. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to. I don't know. Can the Jally hit like this guy back here? No. We might have to hide around the corner and let the cannon do some work, unfortunately. So we go here. That'll work. Guess we'll just dump a Jally for no reason. Max hit of 50 for the Jally, but oh my god. Okay, so Jally has a max hit of 100 in this case. In that case, off piety. Max hit of 100, because you're hitting 2 people with the Jally. Or wait. No, you can hit more than 2 people. I'm thinking of it backwards. I'm thinking of you can do hits at a large enemy. Well, does anyone want to drop us some on the ground, I don't know. I did want to look at a... Next time we get to custodian stalkers, I'm gonna look at the... It's cool, it'll tell you the amount of damage you take with tank gear on the DPS calculator, maybe. I'm thinking we might actually want Carol's. That's what I saw a guy wearing, but maybe it's because you want more magic defense than I don't know. This might be a little slow, so you know what, maybe we'll just wanna, while that's going, we'll just run on back and get some food real quick or something. Kinda sucks we only had 8 left, wasn't able to squeak it out, you know. Wasn't able to squeak it out. That's where I collect my sawdust from. Roast bird meat. Didn't know that existed. Okay, so we're just gonna quickly grab some stuff here and get on back. Probably just grab that, honestly. Alright. Validor shield's pretty nice. Looks like the cannon's about to break. I don't mind blood moons at all. I like the bosses. I like that mini game. It's just there's only one reward that I like. The Atlatl. Retaliate. Let's get these things killed. Try right here. Move back one. Yeah. So, probably more like 7 or 8. Gotta make more of them slaughter bracelets for sure. Probably make a crap load since I'm gonna be using them more often. I would only use them like once in a blue moon. before Mortimer came along. These things drop a lot of key halves. Two left. I guess it don't really matter. We have quite a bit of food. So we'll start picking up all this stuff here. I forgot the bone crusher again, but we only have a few left, so let's target this guy, I guess. Oh shoot, we could put that on maybe. I didn't even think of that. Okay, we're done. Anything on the ground here? Nope. Alright. Well, there we go. That was our first task with the Hallowfell there. You know, it was okay, but I think I'm gonna... That felt about the same as barraging, but of course not using runes, so that's already a win. But I think if I next time try the tank armor method, boy, I think if we didn't have to use prayer pots, man, and I could just flick piety in the corner there, let the crap come to me, I think that would be a pretty sweet deal. So let's see how many stalkers we've killed. We've killed 725, so we're a little over the drop rate for the antler guard. Let's see what he has. Oh my god. That's funny. Don't mind if I do. You know what that means? Oh, that's so funny. We're getting some good luck lately, man. You know that means we can try out the tank armor now. So we'll just make this video extra super long, and we're gonna want to make some slaughter bracelets, so we can do that. Let's go do that. Slaughter bracelets. I'm just gonna assume it's red topaz, which we got a crap load of. Let's just make as many as we can. Only issue with these dang things, they break so much. But funny enough, you can sell these to collectors 1000 GP each. It's just, of course, hard to get a bunch of them. Let's see how many I have. 144. Okay. Dang. Well, that blows a little bit. Oh, okay, I got a plan here. Yes, I got a plan. We're gonna want to come back here for the furnace, but I gotta go. That's not what I wanted. I gotta go change my spell book so I can enchant these slaughter bracelets, and then I've been meaning to change my spell book back for ages. Oh, that'd be nice if we didn't have to use ancients so much now, 'cause like swapping the books is real annoying. Pray. Now what we do is we go to Soul Wars. What the? There we go. Okay, and I know we have a lot of silver bars, so that's 121 slaughter bracelets right there. Yes, it is. Oh, perfect. That's gonna work out great. Do it like this so we can get all this stuff on top here. I'm not for sure, but what's it called? This might give us a speed boost to our smelting. Maybe. We'll see if it like speeds up a tick or gives us 2 in one go or something. Holy schmoly. It's brocking like crazy. It's giving us 2 in one go. Smithing is one of those less trained skills on an iron. It's not really necessary for anything, but well, I mean, you might need it for requirements to, like, I don't know, put together an Elysian shield or something crazy like that, but otherwise there's no real oh yeah, I put them on top for a reason. A good place to smelt stuff is in Prifdinus. I think it might be just as close or possibly a little closer, but the thing is, what you do is you wield a magic butterfly net, you see, and you just keep a lookout, because every once in a while there'll be a crystal impling that'll fly by and you can just go ahead and get it. Of course, when you're doing long smelting runs, grinds, oh man, I ate some hot wings the other day. It was so good. I ate them with the bone in, so like it's more fun to eat that way in my opinion. And it's like the classic way to eat it. But I do like boneless too. But there's more breading on those, I noticed. But like, I like Frank's Red Hot sauce a lot, and the place that I just went to eat a bunch of those hot wings had sauce on it that tasted real good, kind of like Frank's Red Hot. You see, I really like the vinegar-based hot sauces, and that's what Frank's Red Hot is. It has a vinegar base. That's what makes it good. Yeah, I mean, like, boy, I look pretty goofy right now. Oh my god, I remember the random events. Those absolutely brutal random events back in like 06. Like you couldn't just AFK. You literally could not AFK because you'd be so worried that like a tree spirit or evil chicken would spawn and kill you. And in those days, your loot just dropped right to the ground. No delay or anything either. People could just pick it right up. And I'm sure it despawned real fast. Funny thing too is party hats were pretty much the most expensive thing in the game. But you see, you know, when you die in normal conditions, you'll keep like 3 items, your 3 most valuable items on you. But like if you have a party hat on you, and then like 2 of anything else, like it could be something as stupid as like an iron sword and a freaking, I don't know, like a stew. It just has to be items that are like their high health value is more than the party hat, which I think the party hat was only like 1. It only high health for like 1 GP. So what would happen is, if you died with like anything in your inventory, prioritize keeping all that and over the party hat that'll drop to the ground. Even though they're worth, millions on the, it went off the high elk value, so like, that sucked. I would have never bought a party hat back in the day. That would be too much stress, man. Just the evil chicken, oh man. And I'm pretty sure the evil chicken scales to your level too. So like, it'll screw you up real quick. And like, it probably wouldn't help that back in the day you didn't know about like really gear defense, how gear defense works, and so like you'd probably think, okay, well, if that evil chicken comes, I'm gonna be wearing my best armor. So you go and you put on your dragon or your rune armor, but like, it has negative defenses towards magic, so the chicken probably would screw you up even more. False sense of security style. I've never been into PvP, never tried it or anything, but every once in a while I get these like little spurts of inspiration or creativity. Like, man, it would be fun to just make like a really wacky peer account to make some weird like peer PKing snowflake account. I'm thinking of stuff like, man, it would be cool to like make like some kind of rusher that has like the lowest stats possible, but can like, use some weird weapon you normally wouldn't use. Like, I don't know, like if you wanted the heavy ballista on a real low level account, that would be hard to curate that account, because you have to complete Monkey Madness 2 to wield a heavy ballista. Like, okay, you can buy the heavy ballista, no big deal, off the GE on a non-iron, but the thing is, you gotta complete that quest, and the quest rewards you with like unavoidable like XP as well, so like you're already at a loss with that, and then you have to kill the end boss at such a low level. I'm sure that's no easy feat, but I'm sure plenty of people did it, so maybe there's some like tutorials, maybe something involving Ring of Recoils or something. What do you reckon all this is on the floor? Metal shavings? Or just ash? I don't see any like grindstones. Oh, here's one. Yeah. Oh, well, there's a lathe. There's what? That's the metal shavings for you. It's a hand crank lathe. Oh my god. There's a kebab on the floor. was like thinking about stuff like at first I was thinking, okay, let's try to think of a cool PKing account that has like the lowest stats possible for rushing at the GE, like insta-killing players near my combat bracket with some cool weapon like a heavy ballista, you know? Like do something where you, I don't know, use like dragon knives into a heavy ballista, stack it all on one tick or something. But then I'm thinking like, that's, I don't know. The more I thought about it, the more it's like, maybe it wouldn't be really that fun. And then, you know, maybe I'd want to do something more creative or interesting. So then I'm thinking like, maybe it'd be kind of fun to just make a fairly simple, like wacky snowflake PK account, but like designed to kill certain bots or something. But you know what, now that I mentioned bots, like I don't think I've seen like a huge bot farm in a while. Maybe Jagex is really cranked, focused on the bots, man. I think the last Sir Bugger video I seen, he said something about that. That's great, man. That's a big deal. I didn't even realize that. Like, that's a big deal. This game has always had such a problem with bots. Like if they could get rid of like real world trading, like the demand for it too, like if someone really wants a lot of money right now, like buy a bunch of bonds and sell them, like Jagex would really help Jagex a lot. Okay, so now we're gonna enchant this stuff, so let's see what we need for the topaz jewelry. I'm hoping we nailed it here with my assumption. Fire and cosmic, that's so doable. I'm hoping we nailed it with our assumption that these are enchanted topaz bracelets. Otherwise, rip. So we have 120 of these suckers. Please. Oh, thank God. Yes, that's what we want. Now we can do this faster. Actually, I go down here, yeah. Oh, that's pretty fast. Well, I was thinking of like green dragon bots, but those have been around forever, so I'm sure people have thought of all kinds of quick snowflake accounts to kill those. Probably just some basic, like, you know, get the perfect level, so you're at the perfect, you have the maximum stats to be able to kill them. Let's say they're like, I don't know, level 30 green dragon bots. You know, do something where you're like level 45 or whatever it would be to like just be able to barely kill them. And I'm sure people have thought of something like what the most optimal DPS would be. I'm assuming it'd probably be something to do with like wearing those chaos gauntlets that increase damage of bolt spells. Yeah. Man, there's a thunderstorm in my stomach today, I'll tell you what. Oh, right. Oh, let's see, you know, I would definitely want to be in the, if I ever started dipping my toes into PKing, I would certainly want to start on like a simple low level account. Like I don't want to go in the deep wilderness trying to fight level 126s and yeah. And of course I would probably want to start off low risk. And stuff. I absolutely love Void. But that requires like 44 defense, I think, and typically with most low like peers you want like no defense at all to allocate more towards like DPS, like whatever the case may be, magic, strength, or ranged. It'd be cool if I could find a reason to use obsidian throwing rings. They're actually really expensive and they don't, of course, put out good DPS, but I wonder though if a berserker necklace would help. If it did, probably not very much, because you don't hear of anyone doing that, so dragon throwing axes, dragon knives are probably better, and I think they're the same level requirement, and they have a special attack, and you can poison the dragon knives. There's lots of standard PK peer builds, you know, you got berserkers, obby maulers, stuff like that, you know. Alright, well that's a crap load of nice. Well, I'm excited for the future. Oops, well. I'm excited for the future of this channel. Like, there's tons of games I like to play and think it'd be cool to do like a little series on. I think, okay, so now I'm gonna try to see AI fast real quick, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the DPS calculator what is the best gear to tank Elder Stalkers. Tank Elder Stalkers and use no prayer pots. To tank Elder Stalkers without using prayer pots, you should use max magic defense gear. Okay. Combined with bones to peaches and high healing food, rather than using heavy melee defense armor. They hit with low accuracy crush. Oh, okay, I thought they were slash. You know, with their sharp claws and stuff, but their most dangerous mechanic is, of course, the special spore attack. That applies the bleed. And it can be blocked if your magic defense is high enough, so. Oh, yeah. Bones into food. Alright, well, I guess. Okay, well, we're gonna want to prioritize magic defense, so that's what we'll do. I'll try to get away with not doing the whole bones to peaches thing. For one, I don't have that unlocked, and for two, I would like to make this as AFK as possible, so my best magic tank gear. Best magic tank gear. I'm gonna go like full on, like my max thing is though, I think I want to keep the Slayer helm on. It just adds so much more. Just adds so much DPS, the Slayer helmet. What's the magic defense of it? Oh, it does have some, so that's good. My cat is walking on the stove upstairs, so sometimes he actually turns the oven on, so that's like not ideal, I would say. Well, let's see what has better magic defense, a Seer's Ring or a Suffering. Magic defense 130, 122, it's gonna be the Suffering, which also gives us melee defense, which I'm assuming is good as well. Crush defense is what I meant to say. And of course, I believe a Fury is gonna be my best next slot for this. I believe Brimstone boots. But we could take a look at these, I guess. 150, 150, oh. Well, we're gonna want the Brimstone boots. They give us even more other bonuses. And I do believe the Fire Cape is gonna be the winner here. be this cloak here. 161, 165. We're definitely gonna want to go with a fire cape, even though it's a little lower. It just gives us another max hit or two, so. And yeah, so we're at plus 161. And well, that gives me an idea too. I'm gonna go ahead and bring not only super combats, but magic potions if I have any, which I might actually not. No. Sad day. That probably would have helped. Yeah, I don't have any. See, this is why we need the saturated art. So, yeah. Drum and staff, and we're gonna want the. Oh, crap, did they? Wait, what? Here's the minigame thing. I guess I'm just an idiot. Is it? No, I think they straight up took away the minigame tab, so. But that's fine. It makes sense. I mean, just do it on here. Okay. We want to remember Bone Crusher this time. Yes, we do. And you know what? We could even rock Fend on our Hallowfell too. Block. Sweet. Nice. Well, let's get moving here. These trees look kind of silly. Yeah. That should be enough slaughter bracelets too. Should be enough. And really just a bone crusher. We won't need a holy wrench. We might. Oh, we'll want the Slayer ring for a emergency teleport and to get back to the dude. And I don't think these guys drop herbs. So we're gonna have quite a bit of room for food, I will say. Yeah. I guess I could do the higher resolution for a change. Look how nice it looks. The higher resolution. But I'll probably want to stay zoomed in a little bit more for your viewing pleasure, and this probably looks really small to you. Try to set that cannon up in a good spot, you know. Why don't we just try on these bones here? Well, we're losing quite a bit of health, aren't we? Let's change that to that. Oh my god, we're losing a lot of health. They're hitting me with their Jesus, I guess that's not the way to do it, huh? Well, dang, I thought this would work good. They're getting past my mage defense, too. Well, boo hiss. Looks like we're going out for Mexican tonight. And I was hoping these things would stack on this tile here. I would go AFK and look to see the effects of that anti-bleed potion, but I'll probably freaking die if I do that. Well, let's try it. Guess it don't matter if I die. Anti-bleed potion of some kind. somehow. You use cotton yarn on the hemostatic poultice. Amulet of chemistry, prescription goggles. It cures it when it's applied, and it heals 5 hit points. Oops, let's go. Steel cannonballs. Sharks. That's funny. Squid paste to make the hemostatic potion. Intermediate item, squid paste, requires, it is used to do stuff, and then, can you just drink it? I guess you can't just drink it. Oh, well, that looks like a big pain in the booty. Because you gotta go get elkhorn coral, and I don't feel like growing that right now. I will say though, maybe the hemostatic dressing, when you use it, maybe you don't have to wait ticks like you would when you eat food. Waste ticks, you know, because I'm wasting a lot of DPS just eating food here. And then maybe we could do more crush defense. I'd be going through a lot of the hemostatic potions though. Well, dang, I thought this would work good. I suppose we just do prayer. I suppose we just do max DPS or prayer gear. Bracelite would look pretty sick with this setup. it's honestly, DPS is like the most important thing, so I think I might go get my DPS gear. Let's pick up some of this stuff here. Rune arrows, steel cannonballs. We'll load this bad boy up. Load her up, and then, well, there was some death runes there, but whatever. Wow. Well, that didn't work at all. I'm happy enough with the not using runes thing, and then also you're training melee, which is good. You're training melee. Take that and change it to swipe. Go back to the full screen here. Better resolution. Okay. So that didn't work. We're gonna try something else though. We're gonna do max DPS. Ooh, I have an idea though. Oh, I kind of have a good idea. We'll do a hybrid between wearing magic defense gear and prayer gear, so we'll be praying overhead melee and then mystic might, so that we can maybe tank that bleed stuff more. Yeah. Now we'll do a bunch of prayer gear, so we'll definitely want the suffering. Holy blessing. That's like what we want. Let's we gotta use the fire cape. Fire. Oh. Here's a good excuse to use something cool. Yeah, the devout boots, baby. Oh, that's kind of snazzy. And you know what? Maybe we want to turn this thing off. Disabled the effect, okay. Because I don't think when they do the bleed, I don't think that's gonna... How much prayer do we got? 22. Holy smokes. Does this give us prayer? Oh my god, it does. Oh, that's great. Well, okay then. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, well, you know, maybe we need prayer potions. And then we're gonna wanna blessing. And they're gonna drop sharks, so maybe this will be about the right amount. Yeah. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Protect melee. And then mystic. Whatever the hell that is, mystic vigor. I got that from the Royal Titans. Otherwise I'd be using augury, but that's from Chambers of Zarek. But like, I'm gonna do Theater of Blood, but like, if I were to do another raid, it'd probably be Chambers of Zarek, but you know, like, there's not much I would really want from there, honestly. I don't really think the twisted bow looks really that cool for the amount of time investment to get it. I guess we'll put this on and aggro all these dudes. Ew, there's a corpse there. And we pot up. And we put on that. Oops, something happened. Okay. Yes. This might be more AFK like this. In fact, Jesus, they're all dead. See if we can tank them now better. Yes, yes. Okay, I'm liking this better already. I kind of like this color scheme combination. This like turquoise with the dark purple. Oh, this might just be the way to go. Give me some granite cannonballs here. Yeah, this is AFK style. Yes. And all the loot's gonna drop on this one tile, so that's nice. I'm not using any food, what the crap? This thing must be real overpowered. I turned off the info thing, so I don't know what it is, but it must give me a lot of magic defense. Shoot, if that's the case, I might even be able to upgrade to proselyte. If they're not gonna be hitting me with bleeds like crazy. The proselyte would give me even more prayer. goodness. Okay, we're on our fresh new slaughter bracelet. We should be getting this antler guard anytime now. We're over the drop rate. Sweet, man. Sweet. This is what we want. I just gotta figure out how to get a double bull. And we're looking good. Look, they're just coming right on in. There's a way to turn on double ball thingy. Oh, another signet. And too many sharks. I can't pick these all up, man. XP 384 256. Alright, let's see, how do we turn on the cannon? Show double hit spots. I never understood this. So does that mean we want... I guess that means we want to try here. If... No. To me it looks like it's in a double spot. What the crap? That's why I don't use that, because I don't get it. Let's turn that off. We're gonna pick up a shark, eat that, and then get the alchemist signet, and then get the balls, and then we stack them up. Well, next time I come here, I'm gonna try that for the cannon spot. Oops, okay, well, I'm out of prayer, so that's why I'm taking so much damage. Didn't even hear it. I didn't even hear it go off. There's a lot of them attacking me right now. I wonder what color the light beam's gonna be on that antler guard. Do you think it's gonna be orange like the Hallowfell? Or green like a dragon battle axe? I think it's gonna be orange. Okay, we figured it out, guys. I like this a lot. This is like a weird hybrid version of what I was planning on doing. I thought I was gonna go full tank, but I think this is the way to go. We're using a little bit of food and a little bit of prayer, which is fine by me. And it's pretty dang AFK, I will say. It'd be cool if we could put the cannon like right here and still be able to fill it up, and we don't even have to get off this tile. Or right here. Cannon broke. Steel cannonballs. These are the tiles we want to click on to just like that. I don't know, it looks a little weird, but death runes. I quite like this. I like this better than barraging for sure. We got it figured out. You know, that goes to show you, like, sometimes in life it's all about balance. Instead of going black and white, you know, I tried going full tank gear, and that did not work. And then I tried going, you know, full DPS style, and that just wastes prayer potions and food like crazy. But this is like kind of half. And then I could go full prayer, but then I'd be taking more damage. But like, this is a good balance to where my inventory stays pretty balanced. So I'm liking this. I suppose we could try full prayer style, but we would be needing more food then. But like, we're teeter-tottering on like, look at all this food, holy crap. This will be good for training the sword. So the max hit is 45, right? Well, then technically the max hit would be double that, so like 90. So that goes to show you like how much DPS we're putting out, hitting 3 things at once. Well, maybe it doesn't quite. It's very high DPS and combat XP an hour, we'll just say that. this is so chill compared to how it was with the ice barrage. Though I wonder, maybe blood barrage. Wow, the thing is, blood barrage just doesn't put out as much DPS as ice barrage. But that would be kind of cool here. Just using blood barrage. .456, 436, 448. If I had a saturated heart, man, I might not even need to pray that. Or even just regular magic potions would help a lot. But I haven't made any of those yet. I probably have a crap load of ingredients to make a bunch, but that's what we want to see right there. And he's not really hurting us. Yes. This is great. Well, what do you say we just get an imbued heart right here? One can dream, can he? I guess we could go proselyte, honestly. Or maybe we could just take this off. We'll try that for a little while because we have a lot of food here. And actually this way we could flick. So we're learning how to streamline this, aren't we? We could just flick a little bit and then just chill. But this will be more AFK too, not having this running, because then our prayer won't drain us fast. Then we go get more prayer armor. Prioritize more prayer than magic defense, and oh man, get ourselves like a magic potion or steel cannonballs. 636. This is great. Let's pot up here one last time. Guess I should have pre-potted. Or actually just simply got another full dose of I think Proselyte looks real snazzy with this Slayer helm, so next time I come here I think I'm gonna do Proselyte. Oh, and by the way, I'm surprised I got 2 Custodian Stalker tasks in a row. I thought he wouldn't assign you 2 of the same tasks on a sheet, like one after another. But like, that's pretty rare that we got 2 Stalker tasks in a row, because they're weighted pretty low. And also just the fact that I got the Hallowfell. It was funny to see getting 96 strength and the Hallowfell like within 2 seconds of each other yesterday. I'm so glad I got this thing. This is nice. I was a little wary at first, like, oh crap, maybe I should just barrage. 'Cause like at first when I came here with like, it wasn't really too AFK, but now this is like pretty nice. The fire cape gives a prayer bonus. It might only be just 1, but Dust Devils would be fun, because I'll definitely bring max prayer gear for them, along with my slaughter bracelets from now on. I think they're like one of the best ways to get the imbued heart, even, before this update. Typically I think people would get it from them. Lots of sharks again on the ground. That's broken antlers, sharks. Hopefully I'll be able to make like a lot of atlatl darts with, just minimal amounts of broken antlers, because you don't actually get too many. Like, I'd be surprised if I had 15 broken antlers in the bank. So hopefully they go a long way. Because you can burn through a lot of atlatl darts real fast. I think I had somewhere around 10,000 atlatl darts just from doing the Moons of Peril. You get a lot in the chest. But the thing is, like, you get so much more DPS using the fire cape with the atlatl than you do with the accumulator. So I think that's what I probably did, is I burned through a lot because I was wearing the fire cape a whole bunch. So maybe I ought to, like, not do that and focus saving them. After all, it's just a max hit or two. Whereas you could be saving like 2 out of 3 you throw, you know. Jolly time. Can't believe I hit like a 1,000 Jolly that one time. I wonder what the max would be. I have a feeling this isn't gonna be a double ball spot either. We'll go back to the lower resolution and you'll see the difference here. Ready? So I think it should look more pixelated, you know. But in a way, having this inventory bigger is probably nice to look, better to look at than the real small. Oh my god, I'm so happy I got this freaking thing. It's just a mid-game item, but like, it's made me, like, I woke up this morning smiling, like, oh, I can't wait to use it. Oh crap, I guess I'll do it at the end of the video if I remember, but I actually didn't record it, but I played a few more games of Pest Control with it, because I was so excited, and I got 100 pest points real quick, so I'll just go put that into prayer. We probably won't level up. Well, maybe I'll just save. I'm gonna save pest points from now on and do a big prayer dump or something. I really think, well, I really think I like pest control more than most people. simple, so I think it's gonna be a nice way for me to train prayer. 'Cause I mean, I'm almost max. Well, all things considered, I'm pretty close to being maxed combat. But like, I am extremely deficient on prayer XP in my bank and in my stats, as you can see, for like how far we have to go. It's usually prayer that is the last to get trained of the combat stats on accounts of all kinds. I think I have a sacred gilded altar bone burner thing. Either already I have it in my house, or I can make it real quick and easy with my construction boosts. So I like the idea of doing all my bones I collected on the gilded altar instead of going out in the wilderness, because it's so much more chill. And it's, you know, there's a big risk that you could lose a lot of bones to like a PKer, you know. I mean, there's people that'll simply just go to that altar with just a poison dragon dagger and just spec you out. And I don't feel like, you know, like trying to pray against that and survive, just trying to get some simple prayer XP. I think the Gilded Altar probably is, for how much more chill it is, I think that's the way to go for me. And then, I've been collecting ashes too in my bank. Like, I have a lot of ashes from demonic gorillas. And so, you can do like sinister offerings, I think they're called. I've never tried them before, but that's how you get a lot of XP out of ashes. It's a spell on the Arceus spellbook. Well, we got 11 more to go, and might as well get that Chally going here. I love these two weapons. I do. They pair so well together. So like I don't have to switch from an abyssal whip and a defender. I can just click once and be good. Don't have to go looking for the defender or the whip that went to some weird spot. You don't see people wearing these boots. And I think that's what actually makes it look kind of cool. Most, you know, Like when you see a player wearing something that's like kind of high end that you don't see people wearing, it stands out, you know, and looks kind of snazzy. Well, this thing broke again. Oh man, last night I just couldn't quit thinking about RuneScape stuff, like goals. Like, I had to put it on the screen one of these times, but like, I curated a really cool look for like a mage Barrows gear loadout. It was like, it had lots of accents of blue, right? So it was like full elite void, so black, white, and then blue from a harmonized nightmare staff, a blue Saradomin imbued cape, a blue phoenix pet, and a blue Gommel's hilt. The rune one, but that might be hard to get as it's a hard combat achievement reward. But shoot, I might go for that. It's gonna be a big struggle on the iron going for those two things, especially the freaking harmonized. Well, we got one left. Oh man. There we go. We'll just finish off these last couple that are low health. You know, just the small chance we get the antler guard. Alright, so get my keyboard here. Drop some of that so we can pick up the cannon there. Nice, man. So, guess we'll get the air runes and the shark. Alright. Yeah, man. It'll be fun to see what other stuff we can stack up and use this thing on. Oh, I just thought of something. Freaking. While the task goes by already really quick, but Calfight. Like when you go into the Calfight Slayer area, you put your cannon in the middle of the room and there's all those little, like, level 30 Calfights. And you get the task done in like, literally like 5 minutes. But like if I brought this in there, I'd be hitting like 3 of them, because you stand right under your cannon and they come right to you. You'd be hitting them all around you. Well, I think we're gonna be trying that out sometime. Oh yeah, you better believe we're gonna be doing that. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video and stuff. So, how many Slayer points do I have? I wonder. 147. Cool, we can like skip a task one of these times. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly did. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch of videos today, you know, with this thing. or doing Slayer or whatever, so